Hello, 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 hello. 32 everyday things women do that men don't have to worry about. Tell us again how women are equal. Because they have equal rights and opportunities under the law of the land. That's why. But I get it. It's a rhetorical question. I'm not supposed to actually answer it. This is, of course, from Buzzfeed. I mean, like, the second you heard the title, you should have realized that it was either from Buzzfeed or a Buzzfeed clone. And here's this chick. What's her name? You know this bitch's name?
Zoe Deschanel.
Zoe Deschanel. I have my girlfriend here as a woman reference in case I need to ask any woman questions. She says, I hope you like feminist rants because that's kind of my thing. Well, no, I don't. So maybe I just won't hang out with you. But, all right, we're going to go through this. So this is, once again, 32 everyday things women do that men don't have to worry about. This is everyday women do these things. 0 days men do these things. Begin. Number 1. Carrying your keys in your hand as a weapon when walking home at night. I've definitely, I've done the thing where I, like, put the keys between my knuckles, like some motherfucker comes up on me, bam! Because, I feel like men are more likely to be attacked on the street than women are. Yeah, like, women have the whole vulnerability thing going, but men have the whole, like, other man competition thing going, so I feel like that kind of evens out. Personally, if I'm going to carry a weapon, I'd probably, if I live in a concealed carry state, I'd get a fucking gun, but I'd get, like, a knife or some mace or something. It's only in, like, if you're fucking feeling the need every single night to have the keys, get a better weapon than keys, for fuck's sake. You know what I'm saying? Number 2, turning your headphones off to make sure you're not being followed. Well, I can't even listen to headphones in my fucking own house sometimes because I'm like, what was that? Like, so I'm fucking super paranoid about that shit. These sound like the traits of someone who's paranoid, not the traits of women, unless all women are paranoid. Chelsea, are all women just inherently paranoid?
Probably.
Probably, she says. What a sexist. Number 3. Nailing the I'm walking quickly but not so quickly you'll sense my fear pace when someone is behind you. Well, that's just, you're just assuming the worst about some person who just happens to be walking behind you. Because, yeah, it could be a rapist. Well, the chances it's a rapist or some other fucking sort of predator that's out to prey on you is fucking slim. Chances are it's just some dude walking to some place that happens to be in the same direction. 99.9% chance it's that. So, once again, this just sounds like paranoia. Calling friends when you're alone in a taxi/Uber in order to feel safe. Uber already keeps records. If you go vanishing that night, I'm pretty sure the police are going to be like, oh, she ordered this Uber, and this is the driver that picked her up, so let's take a look into that, right? I kind of feel like that would happen. Number 5, or texting them your driver's details just in case. Once again, the police are not going to have any trouble finding the fucking Uber that picked you up. Number 6, messaging them when you get home to let them know you're okay. Like, are they really obsessed with whether or not you're okay? Because I'm thinking that they're probably just assuming you're fine and you're just fucking bothering them like, hey guys, I'm still alive. Like, who's sitting around agonizing like, oh my god, I hope Clarice got back home in time. They probably don't give a shit. You're just wasting their time. Number 7, sitting near other women on public transport to minimize the risk of being harassed/attacked. Yeah, well, I'm gonna laugh the day that you get harassed or attacked by a fucking woman, dude. Some fucking ultra-aggressive fucking bull dyke just fucking ham-fist them titties. I've heard of it happening. Don't laugh at me. It's true. I've heard stories, man. I've heard tales. Number 8, avoiding being out together if it's too early in the morning or too late at night because it doesn't seem safe. That just depends on the area you live in. Because in some areas, it is reasonably safe. In other areas, yeah, it's probably not a good thing to be out. Like, why do you feel like that's a woman thing? Like, I went on a trip recently to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I was told, like, hey, you're staying in kind of a shady area. Might want to not walk around at night. So, we didn't want to, I wasn't like, the minute I heard that, I wasn't like, I still feel confident, for I am a man. No, because there could be a big group of other men who are like, let's rob that guy. So, whatever. Number 9, pretending to be on the phone in any number of situations to avoid harassment. Okay. I mean, like, if someone's, like, really intent on harassing you, it doesn't seem like they would be polite enough to be like, oh, well, she's on the phone. I will no longer pursue this. The only person who's going to be conscientious enough to leave you alone when you're on a phone call is someone who's not really harassing you. They're just trying to fucking talk to you. Number 10, wearing a wedding ring to reduce the chances of men hitting on / harassing you because they respect another man's property more than a woman's right to say no. I guess there might be dudes out there that are like that just, oh shit. But, like, why am I being expected to do something about them? They have a penis, I have a penis. Therefore, like, it's my job to go set a hand on their shoulder and be like, hey, as another man, I instruct you thusly. Like, what? That's just gonna get me punched in the fucking face. I don't tell other people how to live their lives unless they're doing some really heinous shit. If they're hitting on women, if they're like, hey, do you want to have sex with me? And she's like, no. And they're like, are you sure? That's not the biggest priority in my world. Sorry. You deal with that. I've already done my part by not being that way myself. Because that's what I have control over. Me. Giving men fake names and phone numbers rather than risking their anger at being rejected. I've totally known guys who have been like, man, she gave me a fake number. What a bitch. But they feel like they're in the right. Like, I was deceptive towards someone because I felt pressure to give them something that they asked for. Like, if they get mad at being rejected, just who gives a shit? I mean, like, if a man's like, oh, fucking dyke, bitch. Who cares? It's like, okay, well, fuck off. I don't care. I've not seen too many of these dudes that, like, get rejected and then just, like, cold cock a woman in the face or something. Or, like, grab her and be like, you're mine, bitch. Pretty fucking small minority of happenings. Dude might be like, well, you're a fucking bitch. That's about what's gonna happen. Who cares? It's not that big a deal. Number 13. Keeping your drink covered with your hand and getting your friend to watch it if you need to go to the bathroom at a bar so it doesn't get spiked. Once again, I feel like this is just paranoia. Like, does that happen? Yes. Is that happening with such amazing frequency that you need to fucking just guard my drink? Put it in the drink vault. Dude, I should fucking create a drink vault. Sell it to these fucking feminists. Like, here's a little vault you carry around with you, and you put your drink in it when you go to a bar. Because everyone knows that...
It could just be something you put on top of it.
Well, how would it be? Because then they would just take it off. It's got to be something that has, like, a locking cage mechanism so your drink is totally encased. No one's getting to my drink. I mean, you know, it doesn't have to be heavy duty. It could be a little plastic thing. Something you could fit in your purse. It could be collapsible even. But if someone tampers with it, you'll know. You'll be like, this drink has been fucked with. I'm a marketing genius. Drink Vault coming soon to a fucking store near you, maybe. And if anyone else steals my idea, I'll sue you for the money. Don't worry. You do the work. It sounds even better. Number 14, making sure a friend always knows where you are if you're going on a first date with a stranger. I mean, that just seems prudent. Why? What are the implications of that? Yeah, there's some bad people in the world, and if you really don't know enough about a person, you shouldn't trust them. That should go for every human being on the planet in every social situation. If you're entering into a new business arrangement, yeah, you got to make sure the fucking person you're entering into a relationship with is trustworthy and reputable enough for you to make that fucking commitment. If you're fucking hiring a babysitter or a dog walker or whatever, yeah, you have a little suspicion of them before you get to know them. Maybe you even have suspicion of them after you get to know them. That's just prudent. That's not a woman thing. Number 15, working hard despite the knowledge you're being paid on average less than men in the same position. What do you mean on average? You're being paid less on average? You're being paid whatever you're being paid. Whatever the average is doesn't matter when you're talking about a personal situation. If you're making $32,000 and men in the same industry are making $32,000 and the average that women are paid is like, $30,000, you don't get to say, well, that's as if I'm making $30,000. No, you're still making $32,000. So taking an average and applying it to a specific instance is just bullshit. Total bullshit. Sorry. Speaking of sorry, qualifying statements with words like just and sorry to avoid being perceived as pushy or aggressive. You do that shit, Chelsea. That sorry shit. Is that because you don't want to be perceived as pushy or aggressive? Yeah? You feel like that's... Partially? What are the other reasons? You don't have to talk about it right now if you don't want to. You don't. Okay. But, I've seen her do it. But, I've known dudes who do that. I've even done it myself, especially, if I'm just getting to know someone and I don't really know what their limits are and shit. I will, qualify statements with, sorry if that was taken the wrong way, or I meant it like this, not like that. I guess I'm not really concerned with being considered too pushy or aggressive, because I can be pushy and aggressive. But I don't think, I know plenty of women who don't seem to have any reservations about being pushy or aggressive either. And there's no punishment in our culture. That woman is being aggressive. You have received an official reprimand from the state. Number 17, faking being happy and perky even when you don't feel like it to avoid being seen as a bitch. Who cares if people see you as a bitch? Maybe you just are a bitch, by the way. If you're a bitch, you're a bitch. Nothing you can do about it. But faking being happy and perky, I don't really have much experience with that, but it seems like a lot of people have to do that just for, work reasons. A customer! Good day to you, customer! I'm happy to see you, customer! You're really not happy to see them. You're like, oh, look, work to do. I'm so fond of working. Especially with this meager compensation I receive. Ha 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 ha! What a jovial day. Not being too perky so people don't think you're stupid. God damn, it's a fucking tightrope you women have to walk every day, huh? Gotta be perky but not too perky. This but not too that. Has it ever dawned on you that maybe you're the one imposing a lot of this shit on yourself because you feel like this tightrope exists for you to walk? And you should just be yourself and let the fucking chips fall where they may? Society doesn't have to fucking bend over backwards to accommodate who you are. But you know what? If you act like yourself, you'll probably find your niche. You'll probably find the place where you fit in and belong. And if other segments of society have values that are different and they don't like you, who gives a shit? I'll tell you who's liked by 100% of everybody. No one. No one. No matter how, there's people who talk shit about people that are Neil deGrasse Tyson is a fucking idiot. I've heard so many people. Neil deGrasse Tyson's an idiot. Bill Maher is an idiot. Bill Nye is an idiot. People who are clearly not idiots, described as idiots. Maybe you're one. Maybe you think some of those people are fucking idiots. They don't strike me that way. But that's the point I'm trying to make. Is we all have different perceptions of different people, and if women want to act like they're the only ones who are subject to fucking judgment. There's no fucking, I'm not fucking people tell me all the time, cut your hair, TJ. You look better like this, or you look better like that, or you should be doing more of this, or doing less of this. People try to fucking control each other. People try to control each other's behavior. It's not along gender lines. And here's this male opinions. Look at them, they're just coming at me. Oh, shit. Another male opinion. Please, please get away from me, male opinion. Number 19, pretending to be patient when you're interrupted / talked over repeatedly by men. I'm on a show called the Drunken Peasants podcast. I don't know if you've seen us, but we talk over each other and interrupt each other all the fucking time. It's par for the fucking course. You know? Stepping aside and letting other people speak. Not really a strong suit of men in general. You know, we like to fucking talk at each other. That's how we are. Obviously, that's not every man. Some are different. But by and large, it's how we are. That's how we act with each other. What you're asking us to do is, like, make a different and special standard for the way you talk to women. Like, we all need to shut up now because a woman is talking. So, at that point, you're basically saying, why don't I have special rights? Because we didn't agree on special rights. What was agreed on was you could be equal with us. You can be treated the same as us. We talk over each other. We're going to talk over you. Don't like it? Tough titty, said the kitty when the milk went dry. 20, repeating yourself over and over again to get your point across. Yeah, you have to do that because other human beings are stupid. Okay? You know, I've made so many videos about this same shit. And it's not only because they're popular, it's also because these arguments continue to need to be made because this horse shit still exists. There's still people peddling this nonsense. So I have to repeat myself over and over and over again. Will you address any of my actual arguments? No, you will not. You will call me a sexist and you will move on. Oh no, just another male opinion. Oh, he has a penis, so don't listen to him speak. Give me a break. Number 21. Removing hair from your armpits, legs, and bikini line because on women it's gross, but on men it's totally acceptable. Hey, I shaved my armpits. See? I didn't do it because I was pressured by society. I just did it because I was tired of fucking chunks of goddamn deodorant getting stuck in there. That's no fun. But, you know, when it comes to this fucking armpit hair and leg hair and bikini area issue, yeah, a lot of people don't like that. Plenty of people do like it. I happen to actually like hairy armpits on women. Not into hairy legs. Not really into too much hair on the bikini line, as you fucking say. Like hairy armpits. But there's dudes who like big bushy fucking pussies, dude. There's probably even dudes who like hairy legs. I don't know any of them. But probably exist. What you want is for all of society to just be like, oh, that's totally awesome. We love it. Aesthetically, that is now pleasing to us. I don't know that people have that much control over what they find visually appealing. I mean, I understand that standards of beauty change over time and culture and shit, but I don't know if there's any way for us to just awaken that within ourselves. Like, all right, listen here. This is now sexy. This is now awesome. This is now not gross. Like, that's disconnected from reality. 22, spending a lot of money each month on period products, which are still considered a luxury by many governments. Your body does things that male bodies don't do. We didn't design the biology of that. We also didn't design the fact that we live in a capitalist country where every fucking thing costs money, whether it's a necessity or not. So, yeah, You get charged money for tampons because you need tampons. I mean, toilet paper is a necessity. I don't necessarily expect it to be handed out for free on the fucking streets. You know, like, I gotta wipe my ass. That's a biological fucking function. Does that mean toilet paper should be free? I didn't design woman biology, all right? It's not my fault. If I had a magic wand I could wave where, like, women will never have periods again, I'd do it. Do it in an instance. All right, they're over. We're not going to have that anymore. That's no longer part of human biology because it's stupid and it's an inconvenience. Gone. If I was God, ladies, I'd be on your side. But I don't have that power. Number 23, hiding said products up sleeves or in pockets when going to the bathroom in public places because there's still a lot of stigma around periods. What is this stigma? What happens? You walk in there proudly holding a box of fucking tampons. What happens at that point? Someone looks at you and goes, that girl's on her period. Oh. Who gives a fuck? Who fucking cares? What is the person running the restaurant, your fucking boss? And even if it was your boss, what are they going to do? Call you in their office like, I saw you bringing tampons into the bathroom earlier. You're fired. There's literally no actual consequences. Except for this vague, oh, there's a stigma. The stigma's in your fucking head. The stigma is in your fucking head. 90% of this shit is in your head. Number 24, making sure the right amount of skin is covered up or risking being seen as slutty / indecent. What? You can dress however you fucking want. And people can perceive you however they want. What is your fucking... Like, I'm reading this list and it just seems like you literally want to control the way that the entire world perceives everything you do. There's not even consensus. Because you can go out dressed super fucking slutty. Your tits hanging out. Fucking 3 inches from your pussy being hanging out. And some people are going to see that and go, damn, looking good. Looking good. Some people are going to see that and go, oh my God, what a slut. Some people are going to look at that and be like, who gives a shit? And there's a bunch of other reactions they could possibly have. What you seem to want is a uniform reaction of just like, I am completely neutral towards this action. I have no opinion of what is going on. That is like contrary to human fucking nature. You act like men are the ones doing all this judging. If a girl goes out dressed slutty, I guarantee you there's more men who are okay with it than women. Am I wrong? Women give each other more shit about that than men do. Do they not? Yeah. She says yes. Woman say yes. Woman confirm my sexist opinions. Internalized misogyny, ladies and gentlemen. Sad. Number 24. Making sure... Oh, that's already... We already read that one. 25. Wearing makeup because you're conditioned to believe your bare face isn't good enough, or heck, just because you like it and being told you're fake. Once again, people can have whatever opinion they want about what you choose to wear or not wear. Number 26. Or not wearing makeup because you don't want to be /CBF? Want to /CBF. All right, well, I'm skipping that one because I don't even... Translation? No? Okay. I don't know what the fuck's happening. Little girl says, fuck that sexist shit. 27. Questioning whether the tweet or Facebook status you're about to post will result in being viciously trolled /harassed and having to make the decision about whether it's worth it. Oh, yeah, I would not know a goddamn thing about that because I have a dick. No one would dare troll me. No one would dare harass me. Give me a fucking break. Please give me a fucking break. 28, constantly empathizing with male TV/movie leads and then having to deal with men protesting on the few occasions women are given starring roles. Who's protesting? Like, I get it. You guys tried to make it seem like there was this huge sexist backlash against The Force Awakens. Guess what? It was a huge fucking hit. This Ghost in the Shell movie that's coming out, I know you guys have a problem with it because of the whitewashing. But it's another movie with a female lead. It's probably going to kick ass at the box office. There's plenty of movies coming out now with female leads. Men are not out on the streets picketing like, you know, stunts not cunts or something. No one gives a shit. No one fucking cares. Nobody fucking cares, all right? Men don't give a shit. The proof is that both of the fucking Star Wars movies that came out, both of which were female-led, although I think, in my opinion, Rogue One wasn't fucking led by any goddamn buddy. But both of them were ostensibly female-led, and they were both huge, gigantic box office successes. No one was like, new Star Wars movie? Awesome. Oh, there's a bitch in it? Never mind. Never mind. Who did that? Nobody. No fucking body. Answering and or deflecting deeply personal questions about your relationship status, fertility/home life from family, potential bosses, current bosses, and random strangers. Are random strangers coming up to you and being like, how's your fertility? Chelsea, you're a woman. Has a random stranger ever in your life asked you about your fertility that you could think of?
No.
No. Anecdotal evidence, but that doesn't sound like something that's happening. That sounds like something you just made right the fuck up. Taking the pill if you have sex with men and want to avoid getting pregnant, but there's still no male equivalent available. Fuck you, science. Why can't you just do everything we want instantly? Why do some things take you longer than others? You know, science hasn't cured cancer yet either. What's going on with that, science? Where's the fucking cancer cure? You have a pill to keep women from getting pregnant, but you haven't cured cancer yet? Fuck is wrong with you? You act like science wouldn't be interested in doing that. If there was a pill that men could take where it's like, you can't get a bitch pregnant anymore, you don't think we'd be on top of that shit? If it was just a temporary thing, like this is just going to make the current batch of sperm in your balls fucking immodal little bitches who can't impregnate shit. Men would take that. Why the fuck would they not take it? So if men would take it, that means there's money to be made in it. And if there's money to be made in it, then they're trying to develop it. Guess what? They just haven't been able to yet. Science isn't fucking like ordering pizza. You don't just call on the phone and be like, yeah, I'd like one fucking male birth control pill, please. Immediately. Doesn't work that way. Unreasonable. 31. Living with the knowledge that the government, dominated by men, has the power to legislate against your bodily autonomy. They have the power to legislate. What do you think drug bans are? I cannot go out right now and be like, I'm going to try heroin. I mean, I could find somewhere to buy heroin, but according to the government, I'm not allowed to do it. Isn't that bodily autonomy? The government says it's perfectly legal for parents to chop off part of their kid's dick as soon as they're born before they can consent to shit. The government says, yep, that's fine. That's not bodily autonomy.
You're not allowed to kill yourself.
Yeah, like these fucking old fucking white dudes that are sitting in Congress and shit, they have power over all our lives. That's not something exclusive to you. That's not a woman problem. I know you think that the only problems that exist are just woman problems, and any problem you have is exclusive to women. But no, it's not the case. And once again, yeah, if men were the ones who got pregnant, you don't think there'd be dudes who are saying like, nope, you gotta keep it. You gotta still have it. It's a life. I know there's like a pithy little quote, like if men were the ones who got pregnant, abortion would be fucking handed out like cheeseburgers or some shit, but that's not true. And in fact, there'd be way more women who said, you gotta keep the life. It's life. If you get rid of it, you're a bad man. You don't think the situation would be reversed? Once again, that's just a biological reality. You're a woman, so you can get pregnant. I'm a man, so I can't. I didn't design that system. I'm not accountable for that system. I didn't do it. Blame evolution. Or if you're a retard, blame God. Number 32. Thank God. We're almost done. Number 32. In dealing with people telling you your concerns aren't valid and you should stop complaining because women are equal. I'm not going to tell you your concerns aren't valid and you should stop complaining because women aren't equal. I'm going to tell you that your concerns aren't valid and you should stop complaining because your concerns are fucking delusional horse shit. There's like a few on here that I'm kind of like, all right, I can kind of see. But the vast majority, total bullshit. Because they're either problems that are experienced by everyone, regardless of their fucking sex, or they're things that are just your paranoia, or there are things that are just flat out fucking made right the fuck up. Fuck you, Buzzfeed. I'm the Amazing Atheist. Please subscribe to my channel. Peace out.